positioning's okay, but the amount of work that everyone does for the GVGs, for Albion in general, but for the GVGs in particular is incredible. And it's just so impressive what you guys have done so far and the way the teams have come along, the amount of coordination, the communication, and all we're really ever looking to do is to get 10 to 20% better because that can move us from silver to gold or gold to diamond. You know, it doesn't take a lot to become a lot better. Um, so it's really worthwhile doing. The first GVG team we did this every single time after every fight. We did it after every Hellgate, and they improved dramatically very quickly. That the analysis is really, really useful to know what to work on and what to watch for. Even if it's just the stuff like Nuke was saying in that fight, oh, okay, make sure if that's your role that you do that first. Don't come back to the mid fight till you do your job type thing. So
does it not play until you play it?
Correct. Yeah. The idea is that we can all watch it at the
Oh,
same time.
at the same time.
Stop
Okay.
it.
I kept hitting
Yeah.
play and it stopped.
Yeah, me
I'm like,
too. I
it's
was so
fucking broken.
confused.
Yep. Okay,
I'm
so
super
I see a few
confused there.
people here. I'm gonna start it up unless anyone else does. Anyone else need the link from the Albion Online channel for syncvideo.com? This particular room.
Am I Unwieldy Flamingo? That's my name.
Possibly. If you
Did you
didn't edit it,
rename yourself?
yeah.
Whatever name
No.
you put in.
No.
Then you might be. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna start this up right here at the beginning.
Do we all have to hit play?
Maybe.
No,
He explained that already. Because me and Jiggle were dumb.
pretty much. Unless he hit play, because I don't see it playing.
I'm hitting play and it's not doing anything for me either.
Todrick
One
has to restart it.
Okay. Oh, there's something wrong with a particular person on the right. Okay, yeah.
Yes, Todrick.
Todrick and channel. Yep.
Jiggle's got the best internet. It looks like his video loaded the fastest.
Oh yeah. Todrick, are you there? Can you hear us?
I can hear you. So what's going on?
You
that
have
Rody?
to exit the room and come back into it, I think, because yours not buffered or something.
Okay.
Got my popcorn.
Is that better?
Nope.
All right. So I exit the room.
No, not the Discord. The sync video.
The sync video room. Okay.
Yeah.
And then just click the sync
It's
video
playing.
link.
Yeah.
Yeah, click the link again, see if it buffers for you. Yeah, it probably needs to buffer for all of us a certain amount.
Okay.
Yeah, each person needs to have the video loaded before you can hit play.
Okay.
I'll see if it works now.
It looks okay now.
Beam.
Okay. Now,
Healer silence.
TK.
It's a really nice start right there. Like at this point in time, Lady's called beam. We've got the beam on the target that Nuke's called. Jiggle, you've got the stun on CK. I've got the sleep on Keltar. Everything's in sync, right? Like all the actions on that one side are just really flowing, and that's all we got communications for. So we're not really looking at kite and test quite as much there. Maybe just positioning and stuff. Now you can see at this point in time, kite and test start making a beeline straight for Lady. It looks like, right? And Just Brutal is on the east, and he's getting pressured heavily by Phil. Now it's just the one person on him, but there is pressure on him. Sorry, I should start off with the builds in this particular comp. The odd thing, so we got the normal curse staff from Lady Demonic, right?
What are we watching?
Yes.
Albion Online channel, the sync video there. Jiggle is on his normal tank build with the Great Hammer and with the. Did you have a wind wall or? What was your
I think
chest?
at
I didn't
this
see
time
it
I was
used much.
running wind wall. I don't remember.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't see the chest ability used much in the fight, but certainly the helm is your usual smoke bomb, frost feet.
Yeah, Druid Sandals Smoke Bomb.
Yeah, and those don't cost any energy because they're helmet and foot pieces, right? So that's good. The Nuke is running on chromatic. He's running his Clarent Blade with the, is it the Stalker's helm you've used there, Nuke?
Yeah, Stalker.
Yeah, and then Inferno Shield to keep you alive more.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's got his defensives and stuff and making careful use of those. So and just the call on CK is good. Whenever there's that call on a target, automatically either Jiggle or I are either pinning that target down and the other person is sleeping the healer to make plays.
Okay.
All right,
I'm
let's.
going to no peel for the.
Yeah,
I
get
need-
Phil. Get Phil. I'm gonna say.
Okay.
That's a Guardian's chest piece. That's what I was wearing. That's not the wind wall.
Okay. And what Malarkey mentioned here was that it got a little rough for, like, Lady, your positioning on the side there. What would you say about where you were or where the guys were coming in on you? Or
It's because I had to push down to the south because they'll have the trident. So I would either have to run up into it, through it, or I could have pushed down to the south. It's just that kite has such a long range. There wasn't much I could do at that point.
what would have happened if you went east into Thil's area there?
I probably would have died already.
To what? Thil, who was attacking
Was
you?
attacking
Or
Brutal or
If you back up, he used his the huge glaive ability that I would have been in.
okay, I think it's quite possibly, yeah. Most of his abilities were already used there. He's got no mana. And I think it is an option to go possibly to the east, or it's an option possibly for Jiggle to, use his enfeeble here and peel for you a bit or whatever. That I'm trying to peel to the south for you.
That's all good.
Yeah.
Well, what about the use of the ice block? She's pretty low when she hits it? Should she have hit it sooner or not?
I don't know that, like, it's hard too because Brutal's gone, even though Thil's.
Yeah, I was trying to get, so here's what was happening. I was trying to get closer to Brutal,
Yep.
so if he could get a heal off, he could get a heal off while still kind of being, like, because as soon as I thought I could run more, but Test put the firewall down, and that's what took my health down more, because if you see Kite hit me with his...
Oh, the big ass scoop.
Damage, yeah.
Yeah, watch it again.
Beam.
Okay. Now.
Yeah, all of a sudden she's
Healer
boom.
silence.
Oh no.
CK.
Wait for it, there it is.
Right there. Yep.
Just
Yeah.
those two guys come down and nuke, so I try to peel with the smoke bomb. CK we've got down, Nuke's making the calls on that. Nuke's now making the call to peel for Brutal. That's all good. I don't think there's actually any danger if you go directly east there towards Brutal. And I don't think Brutal necessarily needs to keep going further east because there's no damage near him now, just Thil who has used up all his stuff already on him. But it's normal, it's understandable, right? I would do the same thing because in the heat of the moment, but I would love to be able to recognize in the heat of the moment, okay, wait, they've used all their abilities. I can actually go that way, or Brutal can go towards you a little bit, or that Jiggle and I can peel more to try to save you because you're not surviving now. Like that, like you said, there's such long range on it.
This is where I come in to realize that I'm sleeping all the time.
Yes. Just really intense here. It was a good fight. Watch the rest.
Okay.
All right, let's.
Peel for the.
Firewall,
get Phil. I'm gonna say
Okay.
afterwards, so that as soon as
Sleeping
you come
Kaltar.
out, you'll be in.
Oh,
Charge.
just
I got next sleep on Kelter right now.
All right. Let's get test case. Finish Phil, and then get test case.
come
I'm
back.
actually sleeping tight.
Sleeping
Stun.
Kelter. So yeah, you've called that you're coming back. That's good to hear. Jiggle's calling different targets and stuff and rotating the targets. Tess has got an ice block. He probably I would say, like, does Tess need to be there? I don't know. That seems pretty far up for a cloth damage with the amount of melee that we have on our team and stuff. But someone needs to be on the point. CK is on the point, and he's been taking the hits. He's back in the fight though. So it's interesting position wise. Kite's doing the same thing as you did, lady. He sort of comes off to the side to try to get some targeting like you did, which works, right? That you want to be able to get there without grouping up and getting caught in Phil's thing or something else in a big stun.
Can we rewind this just a little bit?
Of course, yeah.
I just want to see when he pops that ice block.
Let's get test case. Finish still, and then get test case.
Rock, can you share with me the YouTube link?
Come
I'm
back.
actually sleeping tight.
Because I can't follow you on Twitch, like it doesn't work
Okay.
for me.
Okay. Yep. It was a good ice block.
So the best way, Nuke, is to actually go to the syncvideo.com link in Albion Online channel.
Okay.
Let me.
Rook, you're so handsome.
Wait, hold on.
One thing I did notice tonight,
I'm
I mean,
here,
I know
but
that
there
the fights
is
were
not
rough,
to do.
but everybody was calling when defenses were down, which isn't something we were doing in this video here. Like in the fights tonight, everybody was saying when somebody blew all their defensives. So it is something that I guess we kind of fixed.
Yeah.
Without even talking about it.
Well, and I think you or I sleep Kite here, and that's the same thing as like this was the team we were like, there is so much damage. So instead of sleeping the healer all the time, we started sleeping some of the damage sometimes to mitigate it, which was good. Okay, I'll hit play again. We'll see the ice block right here. Sleeping Kelter. What were you thinking there, Tinkles?
Who? Me?
Yeah, you wanted to see the ice block again?
Oh yeah. I saw that he had a big heal right before he hit it. I thought he hit it a little bit early, but then I saw he was low and then he got a big heal.
Gotcha. Yep.
Yeah, he was healed acid ice block.
Let me know. I'm coming back in.
Yeah, it was a good ice block.
All right, get on CK. I'll get a stun off here on him.
Heal,
Now,
brutal.
now.
Okay, I'll just reset. I'll reset. So Nuke's about to destroy everybody on the left side of the screen. He's got 3 stacks up. Brutal and I are both low. I should have made that call earlier. I should have been telling Brutal a long time earlier, like, okay, don't worry about it. I'm just going back to base. You just keep healing yourself and those guys. So my bad there. Lady, you're nicely positioned there to just nuke people there without being in a total line with anybody.
We do have to start trying not to be in a straight line with each other though, because it does seem like we're coming up against like the Clarent, the straight line stun, the wailing or the soul sights that we were fighting tonight. Myself and Nook got caught in one just because we weren't offset just a little bit.
Sure.
Which could have gotten us there a lot quicker.
Some more diamond formation kind of stuff, or
yeah. Flying V, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, go.
Get test case, guys. Test case.
Yeah, I'm on test.
CK, get CK. I'm down.
So I don't think there's much.
I don't have any energy.
Basically, there's a lot of calls. You can see on the left that Nuke's health is down, Brutal's health is low, Jiggles has just been downed, and so it's not going as well at this point in time. And probably if it was a real GVG, we would have already called a reset because we don't want to lose all the gear necessarily. Or the timers in the arenas are 15 seconds, whereas in the GVG it's a bit longer, I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I mean, this is where like you have to realize Brutal has no energy to do anything.
Yeah. I think Nuke says it right here. He's just basically like, okay, we're out of energy. Oh, it stopped working. Straight raccoon. Is that Nuke?
Test case.
That might be.
Okay.
Did I mess up?
Maybe. Just see if it. Maybe leave
Whoever straight raccoon
sync
has to
video
reload
and come back in.
Okay. Here, just refresh the page.
Yeah, whatever works. Yeah.
Energy and so I can't.
There you go.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's okay. Looks like it's working now. I think.
I can see.
A lot of damage.
Okay, do we
So
just want to
then,
reset?
like,
Let's reset.
I,
so we're making the
I,
call
I
to
can like
reset.
I was like 3 times ready to kill somebody, but I didn't have energy for the.
Yeah, Nuke talks about that. We'll
It
call
was
it
like
reset earlier or something. I'm gonna skip ahead because
Oh, CK.
this is just
I gotta
us
get on
dueling
point here.
That's just bad
Yeah, I
luck.
got
It's
CK,
rock,
he's
paper,
dead.
scissors, right? So
Dead.
I'm on Phil.
Oh yeah.
Let me know.
I got you the second.
Okay,
time,
I'm
though.
full size switch.
I think I remember.
yeah.
Also, it was my first time playing Axe. I never played Axe before.
Well, and it's just if you had been there with fire, you would have beat me. If I'm there with that, I beat you.
Let's get on Kite here, lady. I'll get a stun off.
I'm down. Oh.
Shit.
Okay,
It's
so
fine. I'll
this
hold the
is-
point.
Lady, you always have the most positive and calm attitude in these fights. Just, yeah, I got it. It's awesome. So here we're greatly outnumbered. We're probably all about to die. And Malarkey was looking at this and he was like, this is typical mistake. Then he watches it a little bit later and he's like, okay, actually, I'm totally wrong. His feedback was about it. He's, here, I'll show you through it.
I'll just sit here.
Okay, 3 people root here. Okay, watch CK.
Stuns down.
Okay.
I gotta fall back a little bit here.
No, they have the
They're on me.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm getting right back out there.
I'm up in 1.
Wow.
Let's get on CK here. Sleeping healer.
I need to go back.
I have a beam.
Careful, peels for brutal.
Yeah.
There's nothing good for me to
wish
say
Brutal
there
was
about me
here.
or anybody else because we're just all staying too close.
After that, I can
I'm
die.
gonna probably drop here. I gotta get out. I'm dead.
Big damage here.
Nice. Jiggles, you're really good about communicating that in advance if things are going wrong or right. Pushing in, I'll get Kelter.
Yeah, I can
Okay,
normally
well,
hold
tell-
that for a good bit. It allows them to kind of get into it, get
Yeah.
back onto the point there. But
It was a
Whenever-
heavy damage team, yeah.
Whenever Brutal's back, he's got to work on split healing. He double healed Jiggle there, and he could have kept you both alive. He big healed Jiggle, and then he small healed Jiggle, and then he should have used the big heal on Rook.
Sure, yeah. And I should have, earlier I should have gone back earlier. Like I could have called it and whatever else. That's on me. Like I always feel like it's on the person, not the healer, that we should be making it easier for them. But I certainly
like
see it.
I don't know. For me as a healer, like I find it's also my job to understand who can take which damage and who I have to heal first, and my order of operations. Moving forward. So like, and that's one thing that I've started to get a lot better at is split healing.
Sure, yeah. And also there too, there's no communication at all. It's not like I've got you or Rook, use all your defensives, I don't have you or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Whereas Theo always would, I got you, keep going. I don't have you, pull back. Like there was just a whole heal or sick 'em kind of attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not only awareness of how much health you have now, but it's awareness of your positioning and how much health you may be taking, or how much damage you may be taking in the next few seconds. Also.
Oh yeah, watch the damage that Nuke's about to give here on the west side.
Because it
I have big damage now.
2
Got
seconds.
rails back here, way out of.
CK's down.
Okay, Kelter kite down. Kelter kite down.
I'm here. I'm
Okay, on train
getting a stun off on Phil.
Yeah.
and
He's stunned. Sleeping test. Just stay on Phil. I'm gonna sleep test here.
No, kill
Nope.
him.
He's slow.
Okay, there we go.
Alright, somebody stay on point.
I'm on it.
I'm slowing them all down. Now we're just zoning them now.
Stunning CK.
Force bombing.
Okay,
go
we
back,
can
go back,
reset,
go back,
reset.
Go back, go back.
Good work, guys. Okay. Going towards sort of the
3
middle.
mid. 3 mid. J-Lo. J-Lo packs the killer.
This is a different fight.
Focusing.
Larky
4 mid.
commented a lot
Four
on
mid.
Holy on your healing here. This is just your position. It's just awesome. You're always in a good spot, not taking a lot of damage or pressure. Sorry, and to be clear, this is a very defensive setup. Like it's myself and CK as tanks, like full-on tanks. Test is the only damage there, so we're just trying to stay alive while our 5th damage comes down from the midpoint there, and their guy returns. It's about staying alive more than anything.
Come on, Jeff.
Whereas Sting's running. Okay, I'm silencing their back line here. I don't know if I did I don't know if it's the right people to enfeeble. My smoke bomb, I used, I would call this an offensive smoke bomb. Like I'm expecting them to have to retreat into it, that I'm smoke bombing them, and I'm trying to make it a little bit longer on the west side so they go into the damage. But the fact is, actually, they're in good shape and they push to the east. So everything I do here is kind of wrong. It should have been more that way, and there's like little positioning things. I mean, I'm communicating it, but it's not good in terms of the positioning.
I see that you're using Enfeeble too, and I made that switch too. Like, what is everybody thinking about that? Like, what do you guys prefer, the wind balls or the Enfeeble on the Guardian? Because I honestly can't make a decision. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's really hard to decide because it's like tonight when we were playing, the wind wall was like it would have been a lot more useful against the high damage team that we were up against because I could have got them out of position a little better. But at the same time, when you're up like the normal meta that's running Clarent, it's like the Enfeeble is kind of nice because it negates a lot of that big damage execute from the Clarent and reveals him if he is using ambush. So like I can't make the decision on which one I like running better.
In my opinion, like the thought process has to be that most teams are inevitably going to use the meta, quote unquote. So Enfeeble will be the superior way to go, and maybe throw a 7.1 Knight's Chest or whatever you have that's cheap
as like my third set or something,
in case we come up against some weird ass pug team that has a shitload of damage and no tank.
What do you think about? I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say I personally feel like if they're running double or triple bruiser, definitely Enfeeble, and then if they're running a lot of range, you definitely go wind wall. And that's pretty much how I gauge it. Yeah. Well, no, because if you think about melee, like they're going to be grouped. They're going to be focusing on one target or two targets, so they're going to be grouped. So your Enfeeble is going to be much more proactive. And if they're ranged, they're going to be hitting you from two different angles. So you're not going to be like if you Enfeeble somebody, you're only going to Enfeeble one person or two people max. Whereas with melee, you do like 2, 3, 4, like, 3 people maybe. So that's why wind wall comes better because you can go to 1 DPS like a Clothy and like wind wall them out of the fight. And then as a tank, like, Great Hammer, the healer or whatever. So you can knock one person out of the fight with wind wall, make them waste a bunch of time walking around it, and then getting on
sleep another.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah,
or secure a kill or whatever. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, that's also the thing.
People on a bunch of melee too might reveal somebody that goes invisible.
The GVG that we ran a while back with Flame and JD and stuff. There was I was running wind wall at that time. There was a couple of kills we got there because using it even offensively. Like I was able to push the tank back to them and separate them from their team, and they were able to drop them real fast. So it's just, I was just wondering what everybody thought about it. The other tanks that use it, because I can't make a decision.
Yeah, me, I love Enfeeble, but it's just when I use it against ranged DPS, it's useless. I just run wind wall instead. It's more.
Time check. It's 0-3.
Three-man stun?
Yep, I'm doing next one.
This guy's just okay.
Oh, I missed.
On J-Lo.
No.
J-Lo.
Yep. He's poisoned, he's dead. He just doesn't know it yet.
Sorry to interrupt y'all's powwow, but what time
Knife
do y'all
take.
need me to be on DME?
For the actual fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you've already got your stuff there, lady, what time are you guys chatting? 10-2 or something? Or
As soon as Oceanus gets on here, he should be on in the next couple minutes or so.
Okay. Yeah, as soon as he's on, we'll shut this down, or earlier if you want.
Okay.
I don't know that, like, they tend to bring more numbers than we do, so I don't know how much we can do for blockading, but we'll certainly give it a good old-fashioned try.
I'm sure there's Alliance members just sitting around.
Yeah.
Who was asking
flicking the
to-
bank.
when we're getting on right now.
Cool. You just say when, lady, just PM or whatever, or because we can stop anytime. Stunning.
Sorry, I got stunned again. Frickin' pack.
That's tough, Nomek. You've got to be pretty far up to heal Knife Day and Pasic and so on. But also at the same time, it's got to be tough for you to worry about positioning there, and Unholy's in the same position on the south side.
Yeah.
Works though.
Yeah, I gotta be right up next to them right now to heal both of them.
Yeah, we're a little prone to grouping up, and that's partly what CK was saying about a lot of melee too.
Mexican is stunned.
Yeah.
Knife Day.
I'm stunning the healer.
It looks like now that they're not even on me at all.
Yeah.
No.
JD's a little quiet sometimes. He's just working on getting him to communicate a bit more too. He's really skilled. Just want everybody to talk just a bit more. Tester, a really good target caller. Tinkle, same thing, and Jiggle and so on. That Lady, even in the open world PvE fights and stuff, you're calling targets all the time and stuff, and it's working really well. So the communication's just awesome. No Mac. I'm gonna sleep them in the back line.
Now, Chad, turn on Chad now.
Yeah, that call by JD. As soon as you hear that call, people know okay, tanks wreck the healer, and we'll kill this person. We'll secure the kill. So JD's call there is good. Nice.
Oh, we're off cap.
Like those geyser hits, yeah? Those are pretty sick.
Chad now. Oh, I'm slapped.
Setup is dirty. Guys are into charge.
Tickles, are you in cloth or leather there with the frost?
Cloth.
Okay. What do you think about where you're at there?
Let me see. Where is Nomak? I'm kind of back by Nomak. That's usually where I hang out.
Okay. I kind of feel like you're in the middle of 5 enemies. As a cloth.
Oh, yeah. I got stunned in the middle of 5 enemies, yeah.
Yeah, but you got stunned. Like, the stun doesn't move you, alright? That's where you're standing.
Back it
Like
up.
those geyser
2
hits,
seconds.
yeah? Those are pretty sick.
Chad now.
We called you because you were in the middle of us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And a cloth.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Yeah, we were all kind of in bad position. Where's our tank?
Yeah, that is bad position.
At this point, I might be dead.
Yeah, this might have been one of those try to hold the point until the tank gets up. He's got a short cooldown or something like that.
Yep.
So I don't see him.
It's hard to say because we don't have your comms, so we don't hear in the fight that.
Oh,
and
no,
you do
he's
this.
there.
If I can say something,
Just bad positioning.
Tinkle is something that I told you before. When you target, you don't see somebody. I mean, you don't pay attention. Somebody is targeting you. Like you should have rotate and made a team like trying to follow you, chasing you. Like it happened like few times even tonight. That you stay on the target, you do your perfect damage, but you need to try to avoid other damages from other people.
Okay.
It'd be pretty common for most of us. It's something that I think we're all wanting to work on more. Is just we get tunnel vision. We get excited.
No, definitely. Like,
yeah.
I'm a melee. Like, I'm the first one. No, I'm just saying, like, if we try to avoid to use our healer, the E, that's like the best thing we can do.
Yep. And I think it's not working now. Well, maybe that's a good time to stop then.
It's working for me.
Is it working for you?
Everybody go watch.
Yeah, I hit play.
Oh, do you have boss maybe or?
I was able to hit play as well.
It's not playing for the rest of us though.
Just individuals now.
Are we not in sync?
I don't think so. basically the other comments, I've got them on the forums there. We put up the video and the comments from some from Malarkey as we went through it today. Like 520 to 550 was really good. JD is communicating really well there. The mana call at 612, and you guys are so annoying on those hammers and blah blah blah. But I think those are the main things. Is there's some really good communication that's happening, and it's only going to get better. And it's probably more about the stress that's created, and so not having tunnel vision and just being aware of, hey, incoming, or watch out, or pull back, or unholy. You had really good positioning that, like Malarkey went through the whole thing and was just talking about, and same for Nomak and so on. That this is the one example where it just wasn't working out. And I don't know quite why. Maybe it's the smoke bomb to the west sort of drove you guys east. And again, that's my job. That's fine. That's what I'm trying to do, is pressure you guys to go to herd you around. And like Nuke's saying, you guys are trying to make it hard on us as the people that are following you, that we have to work harder, do a lot of like an ADC in League of Legends, that there's a lot of stutter stepping, and AJ's got that whole video that we put up about a year ago on stutter stepping in Albion and how to do animation canceling to get just a little bit more out of your builds and stuff too. So cool. Well, thanks very much. Let's get the party started for DME and get out there and set up and blockade and that kind of thing.
I had a party started out here if you want.
Awesome.
Switch over to PvP1 in Alliance.
Sounds good. Thanks. Thanks for coming, everybody.
Good time.
I wanted more movie night.